guests, our very own formal students, and everybody present here. Usually the job of the principal on an annual function is to give you some report of whatever has happened last year, but I'm not going to do that because you already know. That's the miracle of digital age and social media. They've been posting a whole lot of things on Facebook, so almost you're updated in real time, and that's happening. So, but there are other things I wish to draw your attention to. But before that, there are a few decisions that the school management has taken, which I want to share with you. Talking about social media, the school is setting up its own brand new website where we will be posting updates on our own website from now on. We don't have to go to Facebook, and it's not really very safe there too. But there was no way we could do it with the existing system that we have. So the website will be a really big fancy one with updates and photos and comments and notifications and all of that. So that's happening. The other thing is that we are setting up our own dairy in the school, which means that we will be having now our own laundry, our own bakery, and our own dairy. Now this is to make sure that, sometimes I get complaints from parents about things, about laundry, there is this and that and the other. Can you imagine what would have happened if we had outsourced our laundry to someone else? Where would the clothes be washed? What water? What detergent? Now they are in controlled environment here. We can control the quality of water, the quantity of detergent, all of that happen. So I hope you appreciate that there are these things being done, and there will always be nibbles, but really it is for the benefit of our students. It's very rare that we find most of the parents assembled in one place. And today is one of those days, therefore there's something I wish to talk to you about. I really can't find any other opportunity to do that. 80% or more of the time when parents come to me and they talk about issues, it's about academics. Oh, my son's got not very good marks, or his grades have gone down, or it's gone up, and I'm very happy with the performance, and so on and so forth. Friend, I want to mention here in front of you up front, saying that academics is no longer the only thing. There's much more to it. Let me ask you a question. My generation, you'll relate to it from my generation. What would happen in an interview? When we would go to get a job or for an interview, what would happen? I remember my first interview, we used to take these fancy folders with all our certificates and fancy looking mark sheets and all of that, and sit there and confident of ourselves. My mark says it all. I've got all these fancy marks and I'll get the job. Usually that was the case. It would happen. What happens now? What happens when you go to an interview? Nobody looks at your certificates up front. You're not interested. What are they interested in? They will give you a link, and you have to sit down, click on the link, and there'll be some 20, 30 questions, and you have to answer those questions. What are those questions? They are critical thinking, higher order thinking, problem solving. Those kind of skills are being tested. Now friends, I ask you, if I have got these fancy looking report cards and I have done really well in academics, but I have not learned to be a thinker, and I have not learned to be a creative thinker, I'm not going to do well in future. And that's the future. Now why am I saying this to you? Are you aware that CBSE has introduced as an elective subject artificial intelligence? Children in school learn artificial intelligence. Why? Because that's the future of the world. Artificial intelligence is affecting every life, everywhere. Do you know there is an increasing number of startups that are teaching young children coding, programming? Small children are learning to make apps. They're doing it. Why? Because that's the future. So friends, where does that leave us here at RiverDale? Now let's come to our own discussion here. Let me first clarify, this does not mean that academics is not important. Because after you have clicked on that link and you have answered all those questions and done well, then they will look at your certificates. They will still look at your marks and all of that. And if you've not done well, then again you will not succeed. So academics is important. But my worry is that are we doing more for the other things also? Why am I asking this question? Why am I having this discussion here today? It's because sometimes when we do things, now we are professionals here in RiverDale. We have an eye on the future and we are trying to do things that will prepare our children for that time. But sometimes the things we do are received with skepticism by some parents. You know, I'll give you an example. Recently we said the educational trips will build into it an element of research and thinking and creative writing, and a tour diary was prepared and all of that. It was a great program, we thought. But then I saw this messages going around your WhatsApp groups, and yes, we are aware of most of these things. And there was a lot of negative thing. Why do they have to do this? Why waste time and all of that? So what I'm asking you is to please consider where we are at today, where we are headed, and please decide whether we are doing enough to prepare our children for the future or not. Cognitive abilities is only one. Then there are elements to do with our ethics, with our values. I'm aware that sometimes we go horribly wrong. In order to get our way, we undermine the ethics and values that we instill in our children, and they will need it in future to be successful. This is something I would like you to think about. We have really two options. One option is, and this is a mistake that many of us do, we keep looking back at our own experience when we were in school. And so we decide that it's not a good idea to do this today. That's one option. To keep judging what's happening today with our own past experiences in school. That's one option you have. Unfortunately, many times this is the case. The other option is to be forward-looking, to have a proper understanding of where these children are going to go in future, what are the challenges that they are going to face tomorrow, and then make sure that those challenges are being met. I'm aware of these as a professional. I try to do those things here. I seek your support. Please support us in this. There's never ever a waste of time being done in school. Do you know today, the highest order thinking skill is creativity. For someone to be able to think out of the box. Now, if you have the skill, you will be a better businessman. You can do business better. You can come with excellent ideas, new ideas. You can be an excellent serviceman. It's unbeatable if you are creative and problem solver, and if you have all these abilities, there's no way anyone can fail. Now we try to do these. Please support us in doing that. Do you know where today our children are gaining the maximum level of creativity? In the arts room, in the craft room, in the music room, in the dance room. We don't have a dance instructor, unfortunately, and we're desperately looking for one. That's where they're developing. This is not fun. Of course, they have fun, but this is part of the curriculum. As far as I'm concerned, this is one of the most important things that is happening in our school, because children are learning to be creative. And this creativity will help them in the future. So parents, I request, please think a little bit, broaden your vision. It's not only about academics. It is about academics, but not only about academics. There is so much more our children have to imbibe to face the future challenges that we have. We are conscious of that. We are trying to do our bit. You'll support us. We'll do more. Enough of all this boring talk. Please sit back. Enjoy the wonderful show that the children have put together for you. And thank you all for coming.
Thank you, sir. Parents, very